the first electric bike I've done a wheelie on.
Well, it's pretty interesting because it's a prototype, it's not a production bike, but it seems to be in really finely developed form already. The problem I've had with most electric bikes in the past is the motor controller function, and it hasn't been really intuitive. And this, right from the get-go, was really good because it's
no lag or no. Yeah.
Well, and the most important thing is that it's got the regen function when it's all the way off, but there's a good free play section where it's not regenerating. So if you're coming into a corner, you don't want to necessarily be slowing down, like compression braking on an ice bike, and this just allows it to freewheel, and so it's very comfortable and intuitive. It's not, you're not trying to balance something that you're not asking for.
Yeah, you're not trying to find out whether you're going acceleration or deceleration. It gives you a nice little neutral.
There's a coasting function, And did a couple wheelies on it. I'm not sure if there's a wheelie mitigator. There's a few times that it came up a little bit, but then it went back down right away. And but then when I came over a crest in the road, I got to carry it a little bit. So hopefully we got some of that on the GoPro.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good. Bravo.
Yeah, and it feels like a sport bike, Some electric things, you have to get used to it, you have to make excuses for what it is.
How long on the shifter did you miss it?
The shifter?
Yeah, like the gear change.
I don't miss a shifter at all. When you got this much power, whenever you ask for it, the shifter's superfluous.
Some guys got to have a transition where they're like, they miss no clutch and they miss like that. So like Cammy, took them about 4 or 5.
Well, there was a couple times when I went to downshift and there was no lever there. But no, the motor's really good. I wonder how much the motor controller is dialing it back. It felt like a strong 600, but then when the road opened up, you could tell that it was kind of dialing it back a bit. But yeah, it feels like a motorcycle, and there's no real getting used to it other than not having a clutch and a shift lever. But it's really good. I think maybe for some, if this is intended for a street rider, maybe the riding position is aggressive. It feels like a Ducati or like some kind of race-oriented bike rather than a street-oriented
Wes
bike.
had a little complaint about the wrist. Did you have that, or?
Well, I wouldn't say it hurt, but it is less comfortable than some other street bikes. Like, if we're talking CBR 600 or something like that, it could be lifted up a little bit to make it more comfortable for, especially cruising around town. This feels really good when you're attacking a corner, but it's unfortunately not all the time that you're riding a street bike and you're attacking corners. But yeah, it's a prototype, and yet it seems like it's in really good shape to production form right now. So
that's good. That's good.
Good brake feel. The suspension seems pretty well dialed in. Probably needs a little bit less preload for my puny little weight, but yeah, it's close.
You're slender, not puny.
Slender. But yeah, I can't wait to ride the production bike. But my impressions right now are really positive.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You'll have this June, this summer. We'll get them over there, and you just get to, you'll live with it and see what it's like to, do it on a daily basis.
Well, like every electric bike, the key is going to be range. And I know you guys are trying to say that it's going to do maybe 150 miles. I don't
150 kilometers.
150 kilometers. Okay, that's more understandable. And of course, it depends on how much you're doing this.
Yeah, see, that's all battery dependent. So as the technology advances, our range will advance.
But as we're coming into town here, I'm following the CBR, and I can hear the Brutale behind me, and they're like, shifting and revving and balancing the clutch against, the traffic and stuff. And here I'm just ready to go. It's simple.
Nothing wrong with admitting you like an automatic.
Well, with an internal combustion motor, I would never want an automatic.
Yeah.
But on a bike like this with an electric motor where the power is always there, it's perfect as it is. You don't need gearboxes.
No gearbox.
88 times I'm feeling fine. Nothing's gonna stand in my way. 5 years I've cried these tears.
It's good.
Stand in the way.